the blindfold down so your eyes can't see. Now run as fast as you can through this field of trees. Goodbye to everyone you have ever known. You are not gonna see them ever again. I can't shake this feeling I've got. My dirty hands have been in the walls.
How you doing? I'm Dean Smith. I found my home at Ronix wakeboards 2 years ago, and since then I've gotten to try out all the different boards within the line over those 2 years, and finally I've had my chance to get my hands on the Kaimana line and design the new Mana for 2010, so check it out. The main characteristics that I love about the new 2010 Mana is simply it suits my riding style. It's super fast, it comes through into the wake, it's predictable through the wake, even with that 3-stage rocker, because of the speed that it's going to carry. It's nice and free-flowing, it's loose enough to be forgiving for landings, it's not going to catch edges very easily, and it locks in when you want it to. So you're going to get all the features of having a nice aggressive board, but still having that free-flowing effect through the wake. So it's a board that suits my style for sure. I guess the biggest question with the shape change for 2010 for the Mana is the difference between the old Mana as opposed to the new Mana. Basically what I wanted to do to change the Mana is make the board a little bit faster. I found it to be a little bit slower than what I really wanted, so I've given it a little bit more speed, taken some channels out of the bottom and increased the rocker line. So what that's doing is it's going to snap a little bit harder than the old Mana, and it's going to be a lot faster. One key characteristic that I've liked in all the boards that I've ridden over the years is having something that's nice and simple. I've never been able to gel very well with a board that's complicated and got too much going on underneath the board. So you can probably tell with the boards that I've ridden over the years that they're very flat on the bottom and not too many channels going on. So I've tried to incorporate that into the 2010 Mana by having a very simple section. The majority of the board is completely flat. Simply, it's going to give you a lot more speed. There's just less resistance and less channels underneath the board. What we've done though to incorporate it is added the 4 fins on the ends of the board here. You can see they're very small. They don't stick out very far. So what that's going to do, the water is getting channeled nice and smooth through here because there's no other channels in the board. It's very clean water going straight through these channels and through the fins. So it gives you just enough grip to be coming into the wake and hold its edge without slipping out. Yet when you want it to go on release for spins, it's going to do that very easily, because obviously the key with a 3-stage rocker board is it's going to send you straight up. So obviously spins are going to be a lot easier on a board like this. So you want a board that can release and snap into your spins. So this board really gives you the best of both worlds because it is very fast and it is a 3-stage rocker board still. The 2010 Mana gets its speed from having more effective edge from tip to tail and locking itself on that edge more easily. Riding the way I do, I need to make sure that I have a strong board underneath me, so we've incorporated a lighter, stronger and stiffer glass and foam in the board, so you're going to have no troubles taking this board into the flats. From the time that I transitioned from my toe side edge to my heel side edge to come into the wake, this is probably the most responsive board that I've ever ridden. Unlike the other boards in the Ronix line, this doesn't have a variable edge. It's consistent from tip to tail, and basically it's going to set itself on edge and going to have a lot more of the edge in the water than any of the other boards in the Ronix line. So it's going to have a lot more speed, and it's going to take off when you want it to on edge. For the last 2 years with the one board, I changed from having the 1-inch fins to having the 0.8 fins to give it a little bit more free-flowing feel. And the 0.8 fins just seemed to work. They seemed like a really good size and gave you just enough grip. So I wanted to incorporate them onto the Mana. But what I wanted to do was make them a little bit smaller on the outside. The 0.8 fins are a lot smaller than what they were on the one board. But to counter that, I've put the 0.4 fins to add a fraction more traction. And also what it does is it creates a nice groove and a channel to allow the water flow through it. So it's going to allow the board to have some more grip, even though these fins are a lot smaller than what most molded fins are. So if you are worried about the board having not enough traction, there is always going to be the option of having that middle fin to throw in there just to get used to having the board underneath you. You've got the option of having different from 0.8s to 1 inch fins, but I ride the board without the center fin, and I find that it's got more than enough traction, so I guess you'll find your own niche. Another facet of the 2010 Mana which gives it more speed is the width. After riding the one board for the last 2 years, I like the one board's width through the middle, so I've decided to keep that and simply extend that in the tip and tail. What that's going to do is it's going to give more board on its edge and more board in the water when you're on edge. So basically it's going to carry more speed more easily into the wake. So the name Kai Mana, Kai coming from the word power and Mana coming from the word water, basically comes straight from Polynesian heritage. So this board, the Kai Mana line, is a tribute to that. On the graphics here, we've got the wood inlay and the copper foil stickers. Makes the graphics pop out nice and gives a bit of an earthy feel, which fits in well with our line. Also, up here we've got like a little fish hook doohickey, which is South Pacific good luck charm for fishermen, and they use these to go out and protect them when they're out in the waters. So the biggest difference from the 2009 Mana to the 2010 Mana, faster and more pop, so give it a try.